country's aviation sector, where expectations are very high in view of the critical role it plays as the point which not only connected the country to other parts of the world, but also as one of the major sectors responsible for generating huge funds to the coffers of governments. Before the outbreak of COVID-19 pandemic in March, the industry in the year 2020 has had its own pockets of challenges, ranging from unpopular policies of government like high exchange rates, failure of government to back up the domestic airlines, engaging in aeropolitics to protect the domestic carriers outside the shore of the land, expensive aviation fuel, too many taxes, lack of cooperation among domestic airlines to the undue advantages of being given to the foreign carriers, and many more.
Therefore, become imperative to review the passenger service charge from 1,000 to 2,000.
We don't get foreign exchange. Yet we have to change this naira to buy dollar because everything, not even a pin on the aircraft, is manufactured here. And you're now buying that same money at 510, 500 to add. Why wouldn't that be? Or you don't want to fly, you don't want that plane to be maintained.
With the existing challenges facing the industry, months into the arrival of the COVID-19 outbreak made the operational activities on the domestic scene filled with ups and downs, with each of the operational airlines struggling to remain in business, especially months of lockdown by the federal government to curtail the spread of the coronavirus. The longest shutdown of all airports in Nigeria's aviation industry had a huge toll on owners to remain in business, as 4 billion naira relief fund was announced by the federal government to cushion the effects of the coronavirus in the industry. The federal government, however, commenced the disbursement of the fund palliative to domestic airlines. However, the disbursement of amounts has so far not been without intrigues, as some airlines with valid air operators certificates alleged that they have been sidelined. With the fallout, local air passengers was at the receiving end as they were forced to pay over 100% increase in airfares, as well as the cutthroat price of the COVID-19 test for international air travelers.
We kept paying for COVID tests, paying for QR and all of that.
90% of what we do in civil aviation, the passenger will never see.
From January to December in 2020, the sector in general recorded high level of safety with fewer numbers of accidents.
The helicopter experienced a hard landing on the right main landing gear and rolled over onto its right side. All persons on board were evacuated uninjured.
The year 2020 did not wind down without the uncertainties surrounding the earlier plans by the federal government to concession 4 international airports across the country. The plan to float another national carrier, Nigerian Air, was again aborted despite the huge funds that the federal government had sunk into it in 2018.
If the government focuses on making aviation to thrive, that itself is a catalyst to grow the economy.
As Nigeria is now facing the second wave of the COVID-19 pandemic, there is, therefore, the need for the federal government to tackle issues in 2021, as this will definitely go a long way in repositioning the entire aviation sector to make the environment more friendly in attracting both local and foreign investors. Funke Oglolu, OIT News Abuja.